Job that I completely hated. I worked at T-Mobile selling phones. I don't know if you know this, but phone companies, they're all con artists. You walk in there and they're trying to sell you crap you don't need. I felt bad selling things and smartphones and tablets to old women who didn't even know how to use it, because I'd be mad if someone sold my grandma, my 80-year-old grandma, something that she didn't know how to use. Because now I have to do damage control and teach her how. Y'all don't want to teach her how. You just want to sell her the crap. So I worked there, ended up getting fired for not being Hispanic. Yeah, BS. I'm like, what is this? What? And I was good. At the time that I got fired, I was number 1 in the store for sales. So it didn't matter that I was doing a good job. It just mattered that I wasn't Hispanic. So, but everything happens for a reason. Working at that crappy job, I met someone who showed me this information. And I'm a single mom. My daughter's father is not involved. She chooses not to be involved. That right there is her dad. That's who she calls her dad. So seeing that at the point that I was not looking to do anything. I couldn't afford to do anything. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my God. This is like my way out. So this is going to change me and my daughter's life completely. So I'm not going to waste anyone's time. I'm going to go ahead and get right into this. If you do have your cell phone, if you'll please just turn it on silent, just so I can, if you respect my time, I'll respect yours, and I'll get through this quickly. I'm pretty quick. I talk fast, so don't listen slow. Okay, so the name of the company is called World Ventures. We're based in Plano, Texas. We have over 700 employees. We're in all 50 states, and actually we're in 35 markets, and we're supposed to add at least 7 to 8 markets this year alone. We are growing fast. If you haven't heard about it now, go ahead and thank Teresa and Christy, because this is an invite. What I'm about to show you is invite only. You can't go online and just decide to join. Like, you have to be shown this by somebody. If you haven't seen it now, you're in the best spot available to see this information, because it's coming, and it's coming fast. Right now on your phones, you can Google whatever, ask Google or ask Siri, what is the world's the leading travel club in the world? It will tell you World Ventures. This little logo will show up. This is a real building. I have pictures of it. If you want to see, I will show you, because I was like, is that real? Let me see this. So we went and toured the building, because I was like, let me see. You said you're in Plano, Texas. Well, Texas ain't that far from Florida, so let me go look. It is a real place. If you look, Inc. 5000 list, we are actually number 677. We went from 994 to 677 in a matter of months. That's like unheard of. We're number 25 on the top 100 direct selling global news. Name of the product is called Dream Trips. We sell 4- and 5-star vacations at member pricing or better. We have over 11,000 trips now. The company handles all reservations. That's honestly the most annoying part to me. When I go somewhere, like, you have to go there, find out where you're going to stay, and then you have to find out all the stuff you're going to do when you get there. And if you're not a local, sometimes that's really hard. Especially like places like this. These are small towns. What do you do? Well, thank God we know them, because now we know what to do. I didn't have to Google anything. So the company handles all reservations. It includes your spouse and or significant other. If you can bring both, take pics, because I want to see if you survived. Just saying. Because these are dream trips, not drama trips. So if you can't bring both, just take them separate. It also includes all your children. She's got 4 kids. Bless your heart. That's a lot. It includes all her kids. So basically, this is an example of one of our trips. It's Miami Beach, Florida. If you've never been to Florida, definitely go. It's paradise, I promise you. You're staying it's a cruise and sunset views. You're staying at the 5-star Eden Rock Resort. You have a private Biscayne Bay yacht cruise. You sail through Millionaire's Row. If you don't know what Millionaire's Row is, like, J-Lo has a house over there. There's other people that have houses down there. I'm pretty sure, doesn't Floyd Mayweather have a house down there as well? So you can go on this cruise and see all these people's houses. Platinum inclusions, which I'll kind of get more into what platinum is later. You get to explore Miami within a 48-hour hop-on, hop-off sightseeing bus pass. So it'll take you around the city. Public price, for all of that, you're paying $865. But as a Dream Trips member, you're paying $649. But you can apply 192 points. I'll get more into the points later, but what all you need to know is 1 point equals $1. This is not like Southwest, where 3,000 points is like however many miles or whatever that is. No, $1.1. So subtract 192, you're going for 553. What's better, 553 or 865?
553.
The way it works is leverage. If we go in and we go to a cruise ship and we buy 5,000 cabins with or 500 hey, we want 500 cabins on your ship. We're going to pay cash right now. Who's going to get a better deal? Us buying 500 cabins paying cash, or you and your friend buying 1 or 2 rooms? Leverage. So it's basically the Sam's, Costco's, BJ's, all those whole food stores or like wholesale companies. It's like that, but we applied it to something sexier versus ketchup and toilet paper. Now we're applying it to travel. Here's another one, Playa del Carmen, Mexico. You're staying at the Azul Beach Resort. 5 days, 4 nights. It's all inclusive. For a public price, you're paying $685 per person. That does not include your flights. Now you're going for $599 per person, but you can apply 300 points. Look at that. Can you believe that? Apply up to 300 points. Subtract that off of $599. Like, that's insane. You're going for like $200 for all inclusive. All you can eat, all you can drink, all you can drink, all you can drink. Am I right? That's all we're doing when we're going on all inclusive. Santorini, Greece. You get to 5-star El Greco Hotel. You're not staying in like a Days Inn or a Motel 6 or a Super 8 hotel. You're staying in 4-star to 5-star hotels. You get a private yacht cruise. This is one place that's on my bucket list. Besides Australia, Greece is another place that I want to go. There was no way, even for $12,000, that's a lot. That's plus this, plus my plane ticket.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I don't got that kind of money. There was no way as a single mom I was going anywhere in Greece at any time. Now it's just made it a little bit different because you tell me that it's $1,000, but I can apply $725. Now you just made it a little bit more affordable for me to go. I may still have to pay $1,000 in a flight, but who cares?
Right.
You just knocked off, like, it's just like going to Hawaii. If you can go to Hawaii, if you're going to go to Hawaii for $10,000, if I could show you a way to go for $3,000, wouldn't you rather pay $3,000 versus $10,000, even if you had the $10,000?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to save money.
Yeah.
Then you got New Orleans. Stay at the JW Marriott New Orleans. Mississippi Riverboat Cruise. Walk the famous French Quarters. Platinum members get VIP brunch experience with reserved seating and champagne. So you get to look at all the people and just, excuse me, VIP coming through. That is literally what it feels like. Then you have Santa Barbara, California. You get to stay at the historic Hyatt Centric private wine tours to 3 vineyards. You're going to be lit after this trip. And if you didn't like wine before, you're probably going to like wine now. You get wine-infused cupcake tasting. I don't like cake, but you put wine in it, I'm going to eat it. Platinum inclusion, you get to explore the scenic city with your 48-hour hop-on, hop-off bus tour. That's only for Dream Trip members, it's $529. You can fly up to 330 points. Now you get Azamara Quest. I feel like I still can't say that word. Embark from Miami. So your cruise you're going to Cuba. It includes meals, your alcohol, like not only, because think about it, now you're going on a cruise, it already includes your drinks, or you have to buy that little Pepsi thing. How many of you have been on a cruise?
Nope.
Okay, well, when you go on a cruise, a lot of times they'll give you like a little cup at the door when you get on. They'll be like, hey, if you purchase this cup, you can get unlimited refills on Pepsi products. But it doesn't include alcohol. It's just your Pepsi products, but you pay like $20 per person or $20 to $40 per person, but you get unlimited drinks the whole time. Your kids can go get pina coladas, strawberry daiquiris, virgin, whatever. And they can fill up their little cup and take it to go with them. But this includes your alcohol. And now you get visit the private Haitian resort. You get to brave the world's longest zip line. Any of this stuff that's included, you don't have to do. But why wouldn't you want to do it if they're giving it to you? Because how many times, like, you go on a cruise and then you have to spend the money for the cruise and then you have to pay for the excursions on top of that. Now you don't have to pay for any excursions if you don't want to. So you can literally be like, listen, I only got money for this cruise and I can't do anything else. But you don't have to worry because they have all this stuff already included for you. So you don't have to worry about, man, I'm going on this cruise, but I don't have money to do anything else when we stop at these ports. they got it covered. It was already included in your price. Platinum members get a $150 onboard credit. All your food and drinks are included. So what are you spending that $150 on? Massage, yes. Casino. Like now you can go and buy things that you probably didn't have for because you're platinum. And that's $5,000 per person. But with Dream Trips, it's only $4,000, and you can apply up to 2,000 points. What? You just cut that, like, that's more, it basically took off half of the original price. But our slogan, we like to make a living living. But we also like to make a living giving. A portion of every membership actually fully funds the World Ventures Foundation. We are partnered up with Nancy Lieberman and the Boys and Girls Club. We go to third world countries like Guatemala and we build bottle schools because they don't have waste management. So we go to these areas, we pick up all the trash in their areas, stuff them into water bottles, and use those as eco bricks to build the schools. In Guatemala alone, we have brought the education level from a 6th grade level to a 9th grade level just by building these schools. We've built over 100 schools already. So, and you know, some people, they like to make a difference, but they can't go. You can actually go on one of these trips and help build a bottle school, so you can be more hands-on. But if you don't, it's cool because you're paying for your membership and you're already funding this anyway. So even though you're getting a membership for your own leisure, you're also giving back as well. And then we have volunteer days. There's all over the U.S. and other countries, we do volunteer days where we help. Like I was just telling Teresa that, you know, they go to schools in areas that they don't have money, and they'll help, and they'll buy backpacks and school supplies for these kids who don't have it. But then they'll set up little like things and have like basically like a little like festival outside. So kids will come and have fun and do face painting and have blow up things and play with water guns and eat food on top of going home with stuff that they need for school. So you get to help out your community as well. And we also build dream courts. We go to places around the world in like bad neighborhoods, and we build these $10,000 dream courts. They don't always pay $10,000. Sometimes it's more just for the area. They paid like almost $100,000 for to build a dream court in a, I don't know if you guys heard about the kid who got shot in front of a park in California. They turned that area where that kid got shot. They're trying to build it into a dream court. So they help to do that to get these kids off the streets, and they have a nice court to play on. And you can't miss it because it's a big blue court, because that's our color, blue.
That's right.
Also, now you can eat and drink and shop your way onto your next vacation. How many of you eat? How many of you drink? And how many of you ladies shop? Even if it's your man's credit card. Sorry, men. It's just more fun to spend your money. You know? But now, they're going to be a little less mad that you use their credit card to buy stuff when you're like, hey, I used your card for this, but guess what? We got points back to go on a vacation. It's going to make them a little less upset that you use their money. It's like, oh, you're buying more crap. They're going to be like, well, at least you're taking me on a vacation. That's fine. So now you can eat, drink, and shop your way onto your next vacation all by using this app, which is really cool because restaurants that we're partnered up with around, you can go literally anywhere in the United States and find out on your app. It'll tell you what places in your area actually are partnered up with us where you can get points. Some places will even give you a free beverage or a free appetizer on top of the points that you get. So it's pretty cool when you're already going to eat, you're already going to drink, and you're already going to shop. Why not do it and fund your next vacation? Then we also just now started up Dream Trip Rewards. So now we get our own, you have your own, once you get a membership, you have your own booking engine. So now whenever because how many of us, when we go to book flights, hotels, whatever, you're going and looking at all these different places to see which one's cheaper, especially flights. You got like eight booking engines open to try to figure out which one has the cheaper one. And sometimes they're only $1 difference. Well, now you don't have to do that. You can go to your own booking engine because Bill Gates owns Travelocity, Expedia, Orbitz. Why does the richest man in the world own those? He doesn't need any more of our money, let's face it. But now you have your own booking engine. Who's going to get the commission if your name is on top of the booking engine? You or him. He doesn't own your website. So now you book through yourself, But on top of it, we have a patented product called Rate Shrinker. So every hour on the hour, when you book a flight, hotel, or rental car, it looks for the cheaper flight or hotel or rental car. It'll look for the cheaper fare and it'll rebook you onto the cheaper one and refund you the money back into your account. This works a lot of times with flights because let's face it, if you don't book on a Wednesday or like one of the days when nobody's flying, you wait one day and that craps up to like $100 more than what it was the day before, and you're like, oh, I knew I should have booked it yesterday. So now you don't have to do that. You can book it, and then when they find it, they'll send you an email saying, hey, by the way, we rebooked you, we found it cheaper, and we refunded this much amount into your account. We've done it. We went to Fort Lauderdale. We spent $720 on a hotel. From the time we booked it to the time, or resort. Yes. And it was a 4-diamond resort, which I didn't know that there was anything more than stars. But apparently there's diamonds, and those are better than stars. So it was a 4-diamond resort. We spent $720 for a 4-night stay. Well, from the time we booked it to the time we actually got there, we were refunded a total of $200 back into our account. That would not have happened if we'd have booked it through their website or through Travelocity or Expedia. But it does with this. But now, every time you book a flight, you get 100 points, 100 Dream Trip rewards. 1 point is $1. Well, now you're booking a flight, and you just got 100 points for booking a flight. They're basically giving you like $100. Like, here, you bought a $40 one-way flight, but we're going to give you $100 for it. Yeah. And now you can use it. You can use them on cruises, resorts, hotels, shopping, and wine. It'll be delivered to your door. I'm just saying, you don't even have to go to the store to buy it anymore. And now you can use points to pay for it. So that's great. So we have gold and we have platinum. Gold, you get your own personal assistant that's available 24/7. I don't know if any of you have a personal assistant, but it's good. It's great. Never had one before until I joined this company. And let me tell you, it makes me feel like royalty because we went to a restaurant with one of our friends and we didn't know how nice of a restaurant it was. And apparently you had to go for a reservation. They're telling us it's going to be over an hour wait for 4 people. And I'm like, we need to go use this concierge service. Let's go outside. So we walked outside right after she told us that. Watched the girl inside. We called them, told them what was up. We watched the girl inside answer the phone. And we're on hold with the concierge service. And we watched the girl answer the phone. And I'm like, looking. I'm like, ooh, they called her. Look, I can see. So then they're like, okay. They get back online. Okay, it's all been taken care of. You can go back inside now. Just go up to the hostess. She'll be able to help you. We walked up to the hostess. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Your personal assistant just called. We have a table being cleaned off for you right now. How do you think all those people that just heard we had an hour wait feel now that they just heard us say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We have a table getting ready for you right now.
Well, what I say?
We had to make it look legit. So he was like, well, she should have called yesterday, so she should technically be fired. They're like, oh, no, don't fire her. Because, we wanted to make it look legit. We're like, yeah, they should have called yesterday.
Your assistant slack.
Yeah, but of course, he's a 6'4" black man, so everyone's like, yes, he's in the NBA.
He's a ball player.
But then when we got to the table, the general manager came by and was like, again, I am so sorry. Your first round of drinks is on the house. Well, because the general manager gave us drinks, I asked for a vodka cranberry, and I got like a vodka splash of cranberry. I was like, can I get some more cranberry? And I've never had that kind of treatment. So, of course, you have the people whispering, I wonder who he plays for. He plays for me. That's what But it felt nice to have that VIP treatment, whereas normally it's just like, you ain't got nobody to call and help you out. You're going to wait over an hour for some food, and you're just like, well, I waited an hour, and now I'm not really that hungry anymore. So you get that, you get the booking engine, you get to shop your way into your next vacation. This is where you can possibly get free travel. I have been on 18 different vacations since I've seen this company. Mind you, I said I'm coming up on 3 years. Not even 3 years yet, and I've already been on 18 different vacations. All completely funded by me shopping and eating and drinking my way into travel. Now, if you're extra bougie, like myself, basically if you're a Beyonce, Any of you guys feel like Beyonce sometimes, especially in the morning? Yeah, if you're Beyonce or you feel like you want to walk that red carpet lifestyle and you like to have the nicer things and you like to be kind of flashy a little bit, because let's face it, some of us, when we get new stuff, we like to flash it off a little bit. Well, if you're one of those people, you're definitely going to want platinum, because now you can apply 50% more points than regular members. As you see, almost all the trips have platinum inclusions. So platinum members get extra. And it could even be something like he went on a wine tour before he met me. He'll never go on another vacation without me again, I'll tell you that. But he went on a wine tour before he met me. But guess what? Everyone else gets a half-day wine tour. But because he's platinum, he got a full-day wine tour. So you get to, as everyone is done, you just like, bye, have fun back at your hotel. I'm going to keep drinking my wine. So you get stuff like that. We went to Mexico and they gave us $1,000 in resort credit. It was already an all-inclusive resort. What the hell are we spending $1,000 in resort credit on? We got massages. You know, so platinum members get extra and you get to feel extra special. So you get to apply 50% more points. There's platinum only dream trips. So basically if you're not going with a platinum member or you're not platinum, you're not there. You get roadside assistance. So if you're paying extra for AAA, you can cancel that now because now it's included in your membership. If I'm 150 miles from my house and something happens, like let's say I'm in Africa or something and I break my leg and I don't really feel like having the witch doctor patch me up, they're going to air vac me back to where my insurance works, back to my home. Whereas if that normally would have happened, I would have been like, oh crap, we got like 3 more days here. I just am going to have to sit in the hotel in pain waiting for our flight home. Now I don't have to worry about that because now I have emergency evacuation. That's a lot of money. That's like over $50K to get someone to air vac you or send a private jet to come pick you up and take you back. Now you don't have to, it's included in your membership. And you also get teledoc or telemedicine. How many of us in here have kids? How many times do your kids get sick at the most inconvenient times?
Every time.
Yes. You're at work and you're busy or whatever, or you're doing something and now you have to go out of your way to go to the doctors, to sit in the waiting room, and then you have to pay the copay, all because they got pink eye and you already know they need those stupid little drops that they give you every time you have pink eye. They don't ever change. They're the same antibiotics. Now you can FaceTime with a doctor, as long as it's nothing serious, of course. You can FaceTime with a doctor. They can actually diagnose you over the phone and send the prescription over to your local pharmacy. So now you just avoided waiting in the doctor's office. You can do it you can literally go pick your kid up from school, FaceTime a doctor, drop them off at home, take your butt back to work. Now that just saved you a lot of time and it saved you money on top of it. So for the gold, it's $100. It's $200 one time, $55 a month. For the platinum, it's $300 one time, $100 a month. But guess what? As you join, like I said, you get Dream Trip Rewards. So as a gold member, they're doing 200 points. So you just signed up and you just got 200 points for Dream Trip Rewards. Remember, I told you the Dream Trip Rewards, you can go and buy a cruise and hotel and wine and shop. They just gave you $200 basically in your travel savings account. And then they give you $300 if you're platinum. And then when you refer friends, you get points. Because let's face it, you go on one of those cruises and you don't spend that much money and you've never been on a cruise in your life, your friends are going to be like, you've never gone on vacation before. How the heck did you go now? You paid what amount? How do I sign up? Our friends are nosy. We literally advertise our lives all the time. So now by you doing that, they get a membership, you just earn points back. But what's cool is that every time that when you refer 4, you pay no more. So think about your phone bill. Your phone bill right now, if your cell phone provider, whatever cell phone provider you have, told you right now, if you get 4 of your friends to transfer over to our cell phone company, you'll never have to pay a phone bill in your life. How many people would you have had yesterday? I would have had like 10 yesterday. Like, do I get a refund? Are you going to like back pay me? Is this how this works? But so now you get a free membership. You have the world's largest travel club in your pocket for free. But what's even cooler is that when you sign up, that $200, I'm just going to use gold for example because it's the most popular package. That $200 that you spend, If you were to join right now today, that $200 that you spent to join gets given back to you in the form of points. But I also told you they also gave you 200 points for rewards. So you have 400 points now. You basically just got given $400. Only difference is you can't call, like when life happens, because let's face it, if our car breaks down or somebody gets in an accident or something happens, the first thing to go is your vacation money. And then it's like, oh, well, I was going to go on vacation this year. Even if it was a staycation, you were going to go, but now you can't because your car took a crap. Well, now you don't have to worry about that because you can't call up World Ventures and be like, hey, I'm going to need those points back. They're going to be like, no, you need to go on a vacation because you sound stressed. So now it's kind of in a savings account that you can't really touch and you're forced to use as travel. So it's pretty cool. And then, like I said, but what's cool is that monthly fee that you're paying. Even if you refer your 4 and you're not paying that monthly fee, on your year anniversary of being with the company, they give you all those points back. So you'll get 660 points as a gold member. You'll get 1,200 and something as a platinum member at the end of the year. So if you're not paying your membership, you're basically being given that for free. You're moving your money from your right pocket to your left pocket. And then they're giving it to you because you're not paying a dime. How sweet is that? So, do you have it on you?
No.
Mine's in the car. Okay, well, do you have your fly card?
Fly card? It's upstairs. You'll have it.
Yes, please and thank you. Okay, so what I just showed you right now, I don't know, how many of you guys have a credit card, debit card, all that good stuff? How many times have you forgot it somewhere? Or you left it at home and you're like, oh crap. Or has anyone stolen your information? Anyone had their card information stolen? Yeah, that's terrible. Maybe in like the last 2 years that we've been together, someone stole his information like 3 times. Like now it's becoming more of a thing. Like I literally just watched a video of someone going to an ATM, and you know the light up ATMs where they're like green or blue and they light up when you put your card in. The guy went up to it and pulled the thing off. It looked just like it, and it was a piece attached to it, and it was one of those skimmers. It literally
shake it now.
Yeah, shake it. Anytime you use it, shake it, because they're stealing people's information. But what's cool about this card, it looks like your regular credit card, right? Guess what? This is not a magnetic strip on the back. It's a beacon system. So you can walk by with a skimmer and try to steal my information, but guess what? The card's not on. I have to turn this on in order for it to work. So let me turn it on real quick. Whoops, let's see.
Nice.
Whoa.
You have to charge this card. Most of us have like 2, 3, or more cards. We have gift cards. We have rewards cards. You can now upload all of them onto this one card. And you can flip through the cards. There's a PIN number on it. You have a password so nobody can get into it. After a few minutes, it will shut off. Once you select your card, it'll continue to flash. And then it'll shut off after a while. So if you accidentally leave your card somewhere, somebody can't just pick it up and use it because now it's turned off. If you do lose it, you can literally go to your app and completely factory reset the card, and it'll reset everything. So even if someone broke this apart and tried to get into it, there's 3 little computers inside this little card. If they tried to hack it, they can't because your info is gone. And it tracks your points. So when you go and you shop at these places and you go to the restaurants that are partnered up with our companies, it's tracking your points. So all those points that you were getting back for eating and drinking, you swipe this card, and instead of having to scan something like we do now, it goes here. This already tracks it, and you'll get a message on your phone saying, congratulations, you just earned 15 points eating at so-and-so. All because you swiped this card. So it's making it easier. It's waterproof, and, you know, worst case scenario, if you lose this and you do have to factory reset it, you just have to go back to using your boring cards. You don't have to go through all that hassle of if you lose your debit card or your credit card now, you have to call your bank, you have to wait 7 to 10 days to receive a new one, and let's face it, we don't always have time to go into the bank to get a temporary card. So then you're just kind of asked out, and it's like, oh, well, I guess I need to get cash. Like, how's this going to work? So now you don't have to, it avoids a lot of that problems. And it's pretty cool because now you go places and people are like, hey, did you just turn your card on? What is that? So it definitely is a head turner, and I'm one of those people, I'm very techie. I like having the newer things. So especially when other people don't have it, it's pretty cool. I like kind of, because how many times, like, if you could have gotten an iPhone when they first invented iPhone, they were like, hey, we need someone to test this out. Who would have done it? I would have. Just so I could have my input. I don't know why we feel like our input's important, but we all like to have our input feel like it's needed.
Right.
So it's pretty cool, especially because right now this is in the beta. We're beta testers right now for this. So this isn't even out to the general public, and it won't go out to the general public until after members have it. So this is literally something that you have to be a member in order to have. So it's kind of nice to be able to have something that it's like, oh well, I got this because of my travel club. Like, you can't really have this unless you're in our travel club. People are like, well, what the hell kind of travel? Hold on. I want that card. I want in. People don't like to feel like they're left out. So it's definitely, people ask questions a lot about this, but it makes life easier because I just swipe it and then I get a notification saying, this is how many points you earned. So it's pretty awesome and saves me from getting my info stolen, that's for sure. But this next part, this is where a lot of people get really excited. This is the part that I saw. The next part that you're about to see is the reason why I really wanted to join. The travel stuff, it's cool. Like, who wouldn't want to go on a vacation and pay less? Anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. Why pay $10,000 when you could pay $3,000? Whether you have the money or you don't, wouldn't you like to save money? Even if you have all the money in the world to go to the grocery store right now, if someone gives you some coupons, you're going to use them. Mm-hmm. It's just that everyone likes to save money. So why not doing it now? You already have like a Whole Foods, a wholesale card to the grocery store. Why not have wholesale on your travel? So, but this next part is really what got me excited. I'm 6 years old, and my job right now is an option because of this next part that you're about to see. This next part is what really excited me because, like I said, I was at a job that I hated and I could not afford to travel. So this other part is why I joined, because I wanted to make a difference for my daughter. I didn't want to grow up. My parents used to tell me all the time, we can't do this. We got 4 kids. Like, we don't have the money to do it. I don't want to tell my daughter later on that I don't have the money to do something. That's embarrassing to me. Sorry, babe. You can't go to Disney ever in your life because I don't have the money to do it. Because I decided to pass up on something that could have helped us. That's like not having a job and then someone offers you a really good job and you'd be like, I'm okay. You just complained that you don't have any money, but someone just offered you a job and you said no. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, so this was what helped me, and for me to be 26 years old and have my job as an option, my parents are in their 50s and they don't even have that option. They're betting on retirement. My mom was just talking to me about retirement. I was like, you don't got to talk to me about retirement. I'm going to be set. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch it over to my amazing boyfriend who, if you're single in the room, this is how I met him. It's like the eHarmony, but of like travel. Yeah. Couples who travel together stay together. Aww. So this is how I met him, but he's fantastic. He's an amazing leader and he loves helping people. And he's going to be the best person to share this part of the information with you. So go ahead. Come on, babe. Bring it up here.
All right.
Woo, all right. It's my turn, Mr. Truck Driver. Thank you. You did amazing. Like I say, my name is Jeff. We drove up here from Tampa to obviously support Teresa and Chrissy, right? I didn't have to drive up from Florida. I could have stayed in Florida. But why? And when I saw this part, I talked to some of these guys. They know it. I used to be a truck driver, and I was one of those guys. Our family was very poor. We were on public aid. We used to have to go borrow sugar from the neighbors to make Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm. We didn't have eggs a lot of times, so we were poor. My mom today is still on welfare and only had one job, and I'm about to turn 40. Of my whole 40 years, my mom only had one job. She's content with living off of public aid. That's fine. If that's what she wants to do, that's great. For me, I didn't want to continue to live like that because usually when she gets that check on the 15th, it's gone by the 17th. Mm-hmm. So she's waiting another 30 days to get paid again, right? But I didn't want that for me because it's like, I want to wear some nice shoes, but I can't wear nice shoes when mom only making $600 a month. So I decided to go out and get a job. I worked at Popeye's Chicken. But of course, when you get your job and you're a kid, you're making your own money, you're feeling good, right? But as you get older, that little $4 an hour when I was, minimum wage, it wasn't working anymore, right? It wasn't working anymore. So you had to figure out, what can I do now to get to the next level? And that's what I did. So I became a cook. I was working in lots of restaurants. I was that guy working 3 jobs. I worked at Village Inn. I don't know if you know what Village Inn. Village Inn is like a pancake house, like Waffle House. Village Inn. I served